It's Impress a Hunter Day. If you see one wearing camouflage, bump into him so he knows it's working. Hey, in Edmonton, Alberta recently, there's been a lot of cougar scares going on. People calling them living in the ravines and walking through the ravines saying, hey, please come and help us. What are y'all going to do now? And so they have been coming and walking through themselves looking for cougars. And of course, as policemen, they are armed. And the irony of this thing never, ceases to amaze me. They get to walk around with cougars or in cougar areas, and they're armed, and the people, of course, they're not allowed to be armed. Doesn't make any kind of sense to me. Here is a situation going on in Canada with regard to Indian women. There's been a lot of murders and rapes and so on, and governments are saying let's have a public inquiry, and so many other activists are saying the same thing. And I've always kind of marveled at that. I mean, why are you doing that? It kind of sounds like the police aren't doing their job, I guess. I mean, Indian women are getting murdered, they're not paying attention, when in fact that's not the case. 90% of all murders in Canada actually are solved by the police. So the police are doing everything they can do. So you're having this thing, you're saying, hey, you can't murder Indians. What about white women? What about men? There's a lot more men murdered than women. I mean, 70% of all murders in Canada, more or less, are done to men. They're the ones dying. I don't hear anything about public inquiries with regard to that. I mean, it's kind of a mixed up thing. You got all of these people like saying, hey, let's do something. I don't know what you can do. It's all kind of being done. It's like saying let's have different laws for different colors. That is totally unfair. So says I. Now, in Illinois, since they started granting concealed carry permits, a number of robberies, all of you gun people that are in favor of guns, listen up. This just kind of confirms what you all already know. And all you people who like gun control / people control, listen up as well. Here's some facts, but don't let them get in your way no matter what. In Illinois, back to that, robberies have declined 20%. Burglary is down 20%. Vehicle theft is down 28%. In the first quarter, the city's murder rate was at a 56-year low. Why is that? I know, because there's 100,000 citizens now walking around with guns in their pocket, and the bad guys don't know who they are. They walk into a store and say, hey, my job all of a sudden has gotten to be a little bit dangerous. Maybe I should have danger pay. They're estimated that upwards to 300,000 people in the city of Chicago over the course of the next 3 months will in fact be armed with a concealed permit, because these are good people, and you always got to know good people don't do bad things, and bad guys are always scared when they walk around knowing or not knowing who has a gun in their pocket. A network of veterans across Canada is planning a coordinated campaign against the Conservative government for the election that's coming up next year. They're saying, hey, we're not going to vote for you people anymore, and we're going to campaign to make sure that nobody in our group does. The plan is very similar to the ABC campaign, urging people to vote anything but conservative. Gun owner groups are also doing that. I mean, hey, conservative people, snap out of it, come out of the ether. 75% of all Canadians are not voting conservative, and they haven't for a long, long time. Do you think maybe you better communicate a little bit more? I know the answer. Hey, ask me. Be conservative. Politically, right is right and left is wrong. The party lines have blurred. You're acting like the other guys. You're acting like liberals kind of get with the program. White students are no longer a majority in most schools in America. Sharing that with you, a lot of liberals say, isn't that great? I mean, I don't care what color anybody is, but it's kind of an interesting stat, because the crime rates are up and people are fighting in school. People don't like white people so much anymore and so on. But is this a good thing? There must be a way to fix that. And these conservatives and all these other people, the left-wing people in particular, they're also busy trying to get elected. They're missing the big picture. Just saying, y'all come back tomorrow, we're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.